Yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy Anime Havocc, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is about one of the coldest, most ruthless, and mind-blowing stories in anime. A man who devoted his entire life to being the best assassin alive. He lived for precision, silence, and perfection, until his own organization decided to erase him. Betrayed, killed, and blown out of the sky, that should have been his end. But fate had other plans. A goddess gave him another chance, another life, to be reborn in a new world full of magic, nobles, and corruption. His mission? To kill the hero before the hero destroys everything. This is the story of how betrayal created a legend, how death forged a new life, and how one man rose again to become the ultimate assassin. So sit back, relax, and let's jump right into it, because this story is about to go crazy. Our story begins inside a massive underground mansion where darkness runs deeper than shadows. Young girls are being auctioned off to disgusting rich men, all smiling, waving wads of money, treating human lives like collectibles. The whole room is filled with greed and filth. Among these girls, one stands out, a silver-haired beauty named Dia. She looks calm, almost too calm. She leans toward a crying girl beside her and whispers, "Don't cry, you need to look pretty." And then, when her name is called, she walks onto the stage. Quiet, composed, and deadly. The auctioneer announces her as the special product of the night, starting the bid at 10 million. But while everyone's shouting numbers, Dia's lips curl into a small smile. A faint glow flickers around her wrists as she forms a magical key, unlocking her handcuffs. And just like that, boom! She summons a rifle made of pure mana. Before anyone can react, she opens fire, filling the hall with chaos and blood. Bullets rip through the crowd. Men scream, guards rush in, but Dia doesn't stop. Every shot hits its mark. The once proud nobles dive under tables, begging for mercy as their world burns around them. Backstage, another girl named Tart, disguised as a maid, takes this moment to strike. She smashes a bottle over a guard's head, grabs a spear from her magic inventory, and moves like lightning. Two more guards rush her, but she's faster. A few twirls, a couple of thrusts, both drop instantly. Tart unlocks the cells, freeing the terrified girls, and tells them to run while she helps Dia finish the fight. Inside the main hall, the scene looks like a war zone. Dia reloads mid-spin, her expression calm as ever. She spots the woman behind it all, the cruel mistress who ran the human trafficking ring, and aims to fire. But a powerful guard intercepts, swinging a sword infused with magic. Dia blocks with her rifle, thrown back hard. Before the guard can strike again, Tart bursts in, spinning her spear and clashing with him. The two fight fiercely, but Tart's speed overwhelms him. She finishes him off with a clean strike to the chest. Dia realizes they're surrounded, so she starts chanting, her mana rising, eyes glowing. "Cover me," she says. Tart nods and holds the line as Dia unleashes a massive blast of light magic that blows the mansion open, sending guards flying. They escape through the smoke into the night. Far away, on a hill overlooking the chaos, a man watches through a sniper scope. This is Lugh Tuatha Dé, a master assassin. Calm, focused, and unreadable. He's been tracking this entire operation. Through his magic eye, he scans the mansion and spots the main target, the mistress of the auction. With a deep breath, he adjusts his rifle, locks on, and fires. One clean shot, straight through the skull, no hesitation. The mission is over. But as he lowers his rifle, a faint smirk crosses his face. Another job done perfectly, or so it seems. Because now we flash back to his previous life, the world where he first earned the title World's Finest Assassin. On Earth, Lugh was raised by a secret organization that turned him into the ultimate killing machine. No emotions, no hesitation, just missions, kills, and orders. We see him infiltrating a compound full of drug traffickers. His aim? Unmatched. Bang! Bang! Every bullet lands perfectly. His partner, a young girl under his command, watches in awe. When the job's done, she says they should finish off the rest, but he refuses. "I was ordered to eliminate 6, he says coldly. "No more, no less." That's the kind of man he is, an absolute discipline. But that's also why he's dangerous. His organization fears him. So they do what cowardly leaders always do. They betray him. On a flight home, Lugh notices a drone outside the plane window. He realizes too late that it's a setup. The pilots are dead, the controls destroyed. Missiles hit the plane. The explosion lights up the sky, and as he falls to his death, he finally understands he's been used, But death doesn't claim him. Not yet. He wakes in a radiant white void, standing before a beautiful goddess with silver hair and a mischievous smile. She tells him, "You were the best assassin in your world. Now I have a job for you." She gives him two choices: be reborn on Earth with no memories, or start fresh in a new world. With his mind and skills intact, to do her bidding. Her task? Assassinate the hero. Apparently this hero will one day defeat the Demon King. But after victory, he'll become corrupted, go insane, and destroy everything. The goddess needs someone ruthless, precise, and intelligent to stop that future. Lugh thinks for a moment, then smirks. Sounds like a challenge. She lets him choose 5 special skills and grants him god-tier stats. Then, with a snap of her fingers, his new life begins. Lugh is reborn into a noble family on the Tuatha Dé, known across the land as doctors by day and assassins by night. His father, Cian, is a master killer and strategist. His mother is loving yet fierce, shaping his heart so he doesn't lose his humanity again. Lugh's childhood is brutal training. Survival, stealth, combat, anatomy, poison making, everything. He learns to hunt, and his precision even impresses his father. 1 shot, 1 kill, Cian says proudly. No suffering, no mistakes. Then comes the surgery. Every assassin in their bloodline undergoes a ritual that enhances their eyes. When Lugh removes his bandages days later, he sees the world in glowing mana streams. He can detect energy, see through fog, and predict movement. He's no longer human. He's something sharper. His father tells him it's time for his next step, learning magic. Lugh expects an old mentor, but instead his new teacher arrives, a young woman with silver hair and eyes that shine like stars. Dia. At first, Lugh doubts her. She looks too young, too carefree. Then she waves her hand and a mountain explodes. Lesson 1. Never underestimate a genius mage. Under Dia's guidance, Lugh learns to control mana like breathing. He discovers he has all 4 elemental affinities: fire, water, earth, and wind, a once-in-a-century gift. He starts analyzing magic like science, breaking down spells into formulas and creating his own through logic and numbers. Dia is stunned when he invents a brand new spell right in front of her, using math instead of memorization. He can literally rewrite magic itself. Through training, laughter, and quiet nights under the stars, their bond grows stronger. One evening, as they prepare to part ways, Dia gives Lugh a mana crystal, saying softly, "Promise me you'll come if I ever need you." He gives her a blade made from titanium, sharp, beautiful, and deadly. It's just like her. Time passes, and Lugh's father decides it's time for him to face his first assassination. They bring in a criminal, a murderer begging for mercy. Lugh listens quietly, analyzing her words. Then he sees through her lies. With steady hands, he cuts her wrist. A clean, painless death. His father nods. "You didn't kill out of anger. You killed with purpose." That's what separates us from monsters. For the first time, Lugh feels something. Not guilt, not fear, but understanding. Killing isn't about orders anymore. It's about judgment. Lugh's next mission isn't on the battlefield. It's in the world of trade. To assassinate powerful nobles, he needs a cover identity. So he becomes Ilig Balor, the heir to a merchant family. Under this disguise, he meets a blue-haired orphan girl named Maha, who's been enslaved by a corrupt orphanage master named Torin. She's been through hell, but Lugh sees her potential. When she's about to be sold, he intervenes, buying her freedom and using his assassin skills to expose Torin's crimes. Torin and his goons are arrested, the children are freed, and Maha finally finds peace. Grateful and loyal, she joins Lugh's team, not just as an assistant, but as part of his new identity's empire. Together, they create the kingdom's first cosmetics brand, selling moisturizers to noblewomen. It's genius, it earns money, builds influence, and doubles as an intelligence network. Behind every shipment and every deal, they gather secrets, track nobles, and identify targets. Soon, Lugh gets a new mission: a noble who secretly produces addictive drugs. Using his merchant persona, Lugh infiltrates the noble's home, studies his habits, and learns everything he needs to know. When the time comes, the man steps onto his balcony, admiring the moon. Lugh's crosshair aligns perfectly. Bang! A single silent bullet through the head. The noble collapses, dead before he hits the ground. But something's different this time. Lugh doesn't feel pride, he feels sorrow. Watching the noble's wife cry over the body reminds him that killing, even for justice, leaves ripples. He's no longer the emotionless weapon he once was. He's human again. something he lost in his first life. Peace doesn't last long. War breaks out between kingdoms. Dia's homeland is caught in the chaos. Her family is losing. Her father, desperate to save her, contacts Lugh's father, asking them to fake her death to stop the war. But by the time Lugh reaches her territory, it's already a battlefield. 200 of her soldiers face 1,500 enemies. Lugh climbs a cliff and snipes every enemy mage he can find. The tide turns briefly, until a spear of light destroys an entire squad in one hit. From the smoke steps a red-haired warrior, tall, muscular, radiating power. His name, Satanta. He's no normal soldier. He's the hero, wielding a divine weapon and the berserk skill that grows stronger with every injury. Lugh's shots barely scratch him. The man laughs, muscles bulging as he absorbs damage. Satanta challenges Lugh to a duel. If Lugh wins, the war ends. If he loses, everyone dies. Lugh knows he can't win head-on, but he smiles anyway. Fine, he says. Let's duel. He throws a coin into the air. When it lands, we fight. As the coin rises, something far above the clouds begins to fall. A massive tungsten rod he prepared earlier using anti-gravity magic. The coin hits the ground. The sky lights up. A deafening explosion follows Smite, so powerful it shatters the landscape. When the dust settles, Satanta is gone. Lugh collapses, bleeding but alive. He's done it. Dia rushes to him, tears in her eyes. "You came for me," she whispers. He smiles weakly. "I promised, didn't I?" The world believes Dia is dead, but in truth, she now lives safely under the Tuatha Dé family. Tart and Maha continue their roles, one managing his empire, the other sharpening her blade. Lugh, meanwhile, refines his magic, invents new weapons, and keeps growing stronger. But one day, his father brings grim news. The true hero has appeared, he says. Lugh freezes. That means Satanta wasn't the real one, just a warrior blessed by divine power. The real threat has finally entered the world, and with that, Lugh realizes his goddess-given mission is far from over. The true battle hasn't even begun. And that, my friends, is where today's story ends. From betrayal and death to rebirth and purpose, Lugh's journey proves that even the most broken souls can rise again, sharper, deadlier, and wiser than before. This anime has everything. Revenge, magic, emotion, and strategy. The perfect storm for anyone who loves an overpowered MC with brains. If you made it this far, you're a real one. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications so you never miss another insane recap. Comment down below what you'd do if a goddess offered you a second life. Would you live peacefully, or would you take revenge like Lugh? This has been Anime Havocc, your home for the best anime stories and recaps. Thanks for watching, stay awesome, and as always, keep the havoc alive.